What's up, everybody? What's poppin'? What's poppin' at the reef? It's me. It's Nepty. How be y'all doing? You guys drifting along? Slapping corals? Smacking shrimps? Nice. Today, I have another Around the Reef. It's with Drew, the Traveler of the Burning Abyss. How about it? He is a content creator, mostly about Burning Abyss, but he has a very fond love for mermails. And he's always made content for mermails along the way. So no lack of love, if you know what I'm saying. When you see this guy work through combos and flip cards around, the guy is insane. He's got a nice handle on the deck. Yeah, he just seems like, one of the lads. And today we're gonna learn a little bit more about him. But before we continue, please, as always, splash that like button. Then you can snorkel on over to that buoy bell and spank it. That bell will let you know when I put up my brand new high quality mermail content. Hit the subscribe and look in the description below for a link to the Discord. Shit's popping off over there. People are going nuts. Now let's swim on over to that interview and talk to Drew. Yay. Alright, Drew. Finally got you in the hot seat. I appreciate you taking part in Around the Reef with me.
So despite me being on a completely mermail-based channel, my name is Drew, Traveler of the Burning Abyss.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, I know the big counter to Mermail, Burning Abyss. That's
right. Yep.
All
right, so I got some questions for you because I have been following you for a while, probably over a year and some change. I watch your Burning Abyss videos too. I do. I watch quite a lot of your stuff, but the way you could just I don't know, you just shuffle your hand like you've been playing. You shuffle your whole everything. Anything you do with cards, like physically touching them, it's as if you were born with a deck of cards in your hand or something. You're just you're like a magician or some shit. But,
so this is the big surprise. So like off camera, I told you that I had like this big surprise that I wasn't gonna reveal and I'd save it for the video. Ironically enough, I actually am a magician, believe it or not.
Son of a fuck! I knew it. Oh my god! I showed my wife. She's like, "Wow, how does he do all that crap?"
Yeah, so like as we're talking, I'm literally shuffling like just a regular deck of playing cards, like as we're talking.
What a guy!
This is my 15th year actually doing like magic tricks.
Wow. So
whenever people are like, "Whoa, you shuffle and handle really well," I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah. Do you ever are you ever in a match and you're just like doing the weird flipping the cards through the air and shit like that and breaking your?
I wouldn't act well. I'd have a lot of bowing going on, and resale wouldn't be that great.
Yeah, he bent his Beatrice in half. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so I got some questions for you. That's actually really good to know, and I'm gonna tell my wife. I knew it. So anyway. Okay. All right. So when did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh, sir?
I've been playing since day one. Actually, I'm a Yu-Gi boomer since the start. my dad would go to this comic store down the street from us, and one day he's known the owner since he was in high school, and the owner said to him, "Hey, you have kids at home." It's like, "There's this new card game that just came out." He's like, "Structured decks for X amount of dollars." He's like, "Buy two, bring it home, and learn with your kids." And we literally got the starter Yugi and starter Kaiba.
What a salesman! That's awesome. Yeah. That's actually really cool. Yugi's grandpa sold you guys his fucking first two decks. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was a little kid at that point.
Just a wee lad. Yeah. All right. Cool. When did you start your channel, and why did you do that?
So I don't know the exact start date. I know it was at least 7 years ago, maybe 8. I had taken a break from the game for several years, from probably the time I was in 7th grade until I was a junior in high school. So 2012, 2013. So after the babies got banned for Dragon Rulers, and when it just became your Ravine ruler format.
Oh yeah. Amongst other versions.
Yeah, that was when I came in, and after that, I started looking stuff up on YouTube, because literally the first deck I put together when I got back into the game was just a bunch of rank 4 XYZ monsters, which really wasn't that good. Didn't do much, but I started watching videos, and then after that, I actually started playing Insectors. Insectors was the first actual deck that I built.
Yep.
It was with Dragonfly and Hornet at one.
Yeah.
So
limited, but still, whatever. But
yeah. So that was like my whole re-entry.
So here's a secret for my channel and my viewers: if I were to ever play another deck and harp on about a deck that's over a decade old, it would probably be right around Executors. I love that deck so much. I just it just looks cool. The art's awesome. Everyone's like, ooh, heroes. I'm like, fucking bugs. It's just my style. But
they're like Beetleborgs.
Oh, you know Beetleborgs. How old are you? I am 33 and some change.
26. I'm 26.
You know Beetleborgs and you're 26? Okay, anyway, I'm fanboying right now, so let's just get on with the next thing. Thank you. Remember, Jay Leno was in that. I'm just kidding. You look like Jay Leno. Why do you enjoy playing Mermails?
So like for me, the first time that I saw Mermails, and I'm going to give a shout out here, and it probably won't even matter because he's not even active on YouTube anymore. There's a guy, his name was Kanye West 315.
I knew him. Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's also from Connecticut, which I found out from my locals that I started going to when I got back into the game. And he was like, Mermail was like his deck.
Yeah,
like he had it completely maxed out and everything. And I thought it looked gorgeous. So my goal was to build it in max rarity. And to this day, I've owned it in max rarity on 3 or 4 separate occasions.
What the fuck? This man's got the hookup. Okay.
Yeah, I've bought it low and sold it high every single time.
Oh, what a smart businessman.
I mean, anything I can do to just, discard an ulti Dragoons. That's why I love playing
Mermail. It feels
Mermail.
so nice. Even just like holding a Teus slightly into some light is just like, oh God, it's just amazing. I love the deck. It's so beautiful. That's cool. But is there anything specific about like the way it plays?
So like for me, I feel like the combo aspect is very important. Like being able to combo off is something I enjoy. Like obviously my Burning Abyss stuff is just Zeus Turbo, but like a lot of the success I've had has been through playing like crazy combo stuff. So anything that combos off, I have a slight interest at the minimum, and can usually memorize the combo lines with it.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things for a lot of players is when you give them a deck that's a combo deck, and it's not like a halfway combo deck, it's a full-on combo deck. They feel so overwhelmed right away. They're just like, there's too many lines of play. I don't know how to start. If you give me 2 cards, no, I don't know what the fuck they do. Like, I have to learn that, and there's 2 different ways to go, 3 different ways to go. But I like the challenge. That's why I like Mermails. It's fun, man.
Yeah. I played a lot of DDD in my time too. So.
Oh God, that's oh my God, that's professor level shit right there. From what I've seen, anyway. That's cool.
I actually top-8'd a regional with that deck before the structures came out.
That's a question coming up. Don't.
Yeah, I as I said it, I realized that. I was like, oh shit.
No, you're okay. Speaking of which, have you ever played in a large tournament?
I've played in a lot of large tournaments.
Okay, I'll just leave now then. That's fine.
Yeah,
just kidding.
I don't advertise it on my channel too much, but I know I've got. I mean, it depends on what you consider a quote-unquote regional top. If you just consider it top,
top 8, yeah.
If you consider just top 8s, it's 2. If you consider everything as a whole, it's 9 or 10.
I don't know. I mean, topping is just, people argue about that shit all the time. If you were like anywhere in the top like 32 of a tournament with more than like 100 people, I'll take it. Like it's just that's still hard to do.
It is. Every event that like every regional that I've played in and done well in, it's been well over 200 players every single time. I think the biggest regional I played in was like 350 or 400 players, and that was in Springfield, Massachusetts, which is not like a big venue.
Right. Yeah.
That was Danger Thunder Dragon format. That was interesting.
God.
Yeah, that was a fun format.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. Let's see here. That's cool. I'm glad to hear it. I already knew. Like I was like, he's like somebody who does these things. I have to ask this for channel reasons. I could just guess that, but. All right. What are your thoughts on today's format? Question, real quick, before you answer that question.
Yeah.
You play Burning Abyss and Mermails sometimes. Not probably now, but anyway, you play both Mermails and Burning Abyss. Right now, with all the shit in the format, like just popping things in the graveyard and getting, banishing and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to get fucked twice?
I'll tell you what, it doesn't feel good. really doesn't feel good. It hurts.
Ooh, I figured, yeah.
Yeah, there's not much you could do about it. You're just gonna, kind of roll with the punches as much as it sucks. Like,
yeah.
I've accepted that the decks I play are all graveyard based. So I see a D shifter and I pretty much cry. So
yep.
the complete card that ruins my day. Even though I play it in certain decks too, so I can't get too mad.
It's kind of funny when it came to like the ban list. The D shifter's not on anyone's radar, but I'm just like, ban the shit out of that card. Like I had this like vendetta. I'm just like, you fucking thing. Like,
yeah, I hate it, but at the same time, if I want to play something like really weird and roguish, I'm like, I gotta play D shifter. Like,
yeah.
So
hey,
like,
if you can get away with it, yeah. I mean, I would play it if I can get away with it. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, yeah. But overall, what are your opinions on the current format?
So, I talk a lot with close friends. My brother plays too, so him and I throw ideas off each other all the time.
Lucky.
And yeah, so like I talk with a lot of people, and the main thing that I've really kind of figured out with this format is that like I've got everything for tier element, I've got everything for sprite, and like I play the sprite stuff, and like it works, and it's pretty easy to use. Tier element, depending on the build, is difficult or easy learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the format is fair. It's not a tier 0 format, which is good. There's a lot that can be done, but you do have your top 2 decks. And
right. It's like Dragon Ruler, Spellbooks. It's sort of very similar, very reminiscent of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just have your Evil Swarm sitting over to the side. That's basically what it is. It's just like that. Same thing. It's exactly like that format. Yeah. You have your 2 top decks, and then your couple road decks off to the side.
Mathmech, son of a bitch. Sometimes, not really, but yeah. Okay, that's cool. So are you just it's just okay? It's not like something that's very favorable. I would say it's probably not very favorable right now. It's just one of those times where I don't know. Like we just got out of a great, I think it was very well mixed format with like you could top with I don't know, like 15 different decks pretty much.
Oh
But now it's like you got this little 20% on the wheel dedicated to other, and then there's just deer, and it's, I don't know, it's just sprites. Other than the Atlanteans and Mermails, what is your favorite main deck monster in your water deck?
So I had actually marked this down because I knew I was going to forget this. Because I don't picking favorites isn't something I'm good at.
Yeah.
I wrote notes down here for like things to think of because years ago my opinion would definitely be different than it is now.
Right.
Like currently, like Deep Sea Diva is just the card. Like it, no brainer for monsters. Like easily the best monster. Obviously like spells and all that, are different. But like years ago, if someone were like, "Hey, what's your favorite like non-Mermail Atlantean card in your deck?" I'd probably end up saying something like Aqua Spirit or Gen X Undyne. Like it would be one of those.
Yeah, those are days long gone. Some people still run Aqua Spirit, so I mean. Yeah,
I mean, hey, it's an extender.
There's so many different flavors of extenders, so whatever. Yeah. What is your favorite extra deck monster for Mermail Atlanteans?
So I narrowed it down to 2. And for me, like the obvious answer for everyone is totally awesome. That's like it's everyone's
like the common answer. Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm like, because it's the common answer, I'm gonna give my second favorite, because saying just like the common card that everyone picks, it's not my thing.
I appreciate you.
I'm gonna go with Dragite. Dragite is amazing.
It's really good.
I mean, Adamantipator was like, when that deck came out, it was really when all the shutdowns and lockdowns happened. So it was the last like tier 0 deck, I guess, that I got to play before everything shut down and I didn't play for a while. So like, yeah, definitely Dragite. That card just has a special place in my heart.
I like the fact you didn't go with the Totally Awesome, because I was just like, here we go, Totally Awesome, Wooling Glacia. You also went with Diva, by the way, which no one said yet, which I'm like, how the fuck do you not say Diva? Nobody said Diva.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, Diva's the card.
Yeah.
Like, it's everything.
People these days. All right. Now, here's a fun one, since you're a combo mind. If you could create a card to help Mermails reach the next level of competitive play, what the hell would it be?
I put a lot of thought into this over time.
I just asked you the question for the first time. How's that possible?
Well, over time, I've thought of cards for the deck. Like,
okay, guys. Yeah.
I've been playing Mermail for so long that I'm like, what can we do to like make this deck crazy? So like, this is something that I've really like drilled into my mind. I'm like, how can I make this deck busted and make it so like my opponent is just going to be really, really mad? And I came up with an idea, and I've actually had this idea like saved for a long time. Like, I every once in a while I'll write something down just as an idea.
Yeah,
I love to write. Like, writing is one of my things. So, like,
he's going into his archives, everybody. He's pulling this shit out. He's gonna spice it up.
I had to dig deep. Actually, I had this in like the notes of my phone.
He means dive deep.
Yes, I gotta dive deep. It's a deep dive.
Thank you.
So I would want to create a level 4 Mermail monster. It would be called Mermail Recruiter. Okay. And Mermail Recruiter would read: when this monster is normal or special summoned, you discard a water monster, and you special summon a level 4 or lower Mermail monster from your deck.
Okay.
So the whole premise behind it is you could normal it, pitch Dragoons, summon Pike, Dragoons and Pike both trigger. You can get Minstrel, and then Minstrel and whatever the Dragoon adds you could pitch, and you have an instant Bahamut Shark off of it.
Oh,
so you can go right into a Toad right away.
This guy, that actually sounds cool. No one has created a Mermail card yet. They're just, you know, wow. That is awesome.
I was like, it's an Atlantean, but like if you make it an Atlantean, everyone immediately is like, oh, well, you summon Dragoons off of the card, and then it just gets banned because it's just too good.
Right, yeah.
If you make it a Mermail, then it's just fun.
Yeah, man, that is awesome. What a great idea. Holy shit. Come on, Konami, get on his crap, man. Jeez, that sounds good. I can tell you put a lot of thought into that because no one said that, so.
We need a water link monster that can discard from hand.
Yes,
like that
for cost.
For
oh, please.
Like, I don't want to play Coral Dragon, so like,
yeah,
that's one thing I could think of that discards on my turn, you know. So
yeah, exactly. Come on, man. If Coral Dragon would just send back to the deck like a Nightmare Phoenix or something like that, or Nightmare Unicorn, that would be dope. But yeah. Drew, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. I appreciate you being on Around the Reef, as well as the community. I know you're not a 100% dedicated Mermail player, but you play Burning Abyss. That's awesome. I actually love that deck. But I appreciate you taking the time to at least explore ideas and share your knowledge on the other deck you love, which is Mermails. And we appreciate you.
You gotta have at least 2 favorite decks. At least 2.
Yeah. Normally that thought pattern goes with, because if one's not doing so hot, the other one will do great. But this is I'm sure Burning Abyss as well, but this is tier elements format, so we're both getting screwed. So
yeah, I'm just living in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, half my channel's cope, so it's fine. All right, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
What a magnificent bitch. What a guy. Check the description below for a link to his channel, as well as a link to his latest Mermail deck profile. That way you can get learned. He's no scrub, so check him out. He loves the deck almost as much as I do. Not quite. Drew, if you hear this, I appreciate you, and I would love to have you back on for some other shit. Maybe we could duel each other in the future. You know, water versus hell. That would be fun. But until next time, boys. Bye.